Hey, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. The long anticipated wait is over. Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4, Episode 1 premiered the other day, and it's time to talk about it, but I am not alone. Today, I am joined by two amazing people. We have EJ, the TV junkie, and we have VKJ TV. Welcome, 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 y'all. Before we get off deep into the slides, I want to know from each of you, what did y'all think of the first episode? I know you guys have done reaction videos. I've intentionally not watched those because I wanted to come into this thing fresh. But EJ, starting with you, what did you think? What did you think of this first episode?
It was a solid episode. I was thoroughly excited. I was been waiting on this for the longest, so I was excited about it. I thought it was pretty good, though. You know, got me intrigued. I'm ready to see what's gonna happen further. I love
out
it.
of 10. Out of 10, what's the number?
I mean, I'm gonna go with a 8.5. 8.5.
Okay, that's strong. That's a strong and healthy number. Okay, Jay, Mr. J, VKJ TV. What is your rating?
Gotcha. Can you hear me?
Now okay. We can.
Wonderful. Yeah. I mean, you guys couldn't make the first reaction. I know y'all fell asleep. It's okay. I forgive you. But you know what? Out the gate, I was on some 9.5. You know, I watched it like 3 times and I was like, all right, I'll give it a solid 8. You know what I'm saying? I think we were just hype off the anticipation. We were just happy that it was back. So we were just hype about everything. And then once they went into the whole we was like, yeah. But you know, once I watched it again, I'll give it a solid 8.
Okay.
Well.
So I thought I was out on this limb by myself, and I think I still am, because for me, and this might shock the nation, this might be a hot take, this was very much a mid episode for me. I wanted something different, not more, right? Because sometimes less is more, but I wanted more. But we'll get into the details of it. Because we have a lot to cover, because they tried to give us the entire season in one episode. I felt like they gave us the beginning, the middle, the end, and everything. But let's see who's here. We have a lot of people here already. Ronnie was the first person in the building. Power Book 2, Season 4, Episode 1. Yes. No label. The label said notification on. Hey, Breeze. Welcome. Hey, DeMarcus. Welcome. Support Gaming. How are you? Hey, Tremaine. Welcome. Okay, and then we got some ratings. 8.5. Okay, that seems like it's in alignment with everybody's choices. Look at my family. Y'all look so nice. Hey, Candy. Hey, Candy girl. Okay, Antoine. Queens Nation on D. Check in. Salute to Jay and Sweet Pea. Hey, Antoine. Let's see. Okay, let's get right into it then. Without further ado, because there were a ton of things that happened on this episode, but let's get into it and see what order I got these slides in, because I know Jay likes them in chronological order.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
So we all know that after the finale of season 3, I said that they were giving very much Thelma and Louise, right? They were on the run. They're trying to figure out their plan. We have Tariq and Brayden making arrangements. Did this shock either one of you? What did you think of this opening scene with them kind of covering up the car, figuring out their next moves? I will start with you, EJ. Oh, we can't hear you.
I muted myself, my bad. Honestly, as far as shock is concerned, I probably wasn't too shocked, but the fact that they didn't have a plan, I mean, this kind of all happened in the motion. I feel like Tariq went into this thinking that he was about to, just do what he does, which is always win. And he went in there and then got backdoored by everybody. So there was no plan B. There was no other options. What do we do next? Where are we finna go from here? So I felt like it was the right reaction. So I wasn't really shocked by the fact that they didn't
have anything lined up. Yeah. Okay. What about you, Jay?
Well, I mean, just keeping it 1,000, keeping it a buck, and everything else that everybody says as far as keeping it real. we've seen these sneak peeks, so we were expecting them to not have a plan. I agree with EJ. He was walking in like, yo, all right, I'm about to make a deal with Noma, right? Didn't have any idea that these jokers, these betrayers, these mother freaking Tejadas and Effie gonna come and just backstab him. Didn't know. That's right. I said your girl Effie. Right. So, I was expecting it.
Okay. And so soon as that's all happening, right? We see a couple things happen. We see that Kane got a shot to the arm, okay? A wound. He's wounded, and Effie's trying to be the doting wife. We see that, Noma's putting the hammer down and like, listen, y'all can't go see your mama. I don't care about that. That's not our concern right now. Y'all need to find Tariq. And then we also see Obi covering up his tracks, right? He took out the two guys. Boom, 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 boom. What did y'all think of this moment? I'll say this. I think that they went into this thinking that under Noma it was going to be sweet, especially the Tejadas. And I don't think they even understand what they're about to be in for. Jay, I will start with you. What did you think of Noma setting the tone and the reactions, Obi, all the things here?
Yeah, I agree with you. They thought it was gonna be sweet. You know what I'm saying? They thought it was gonna be, it's gonna be you gonna work with this guy Obi. We never gonna see her again. It's gonna be all right or whatever. But I mean, she was going nuts. Like, he knows too much. Go get him. I'm like, dang, what does he know? I mean, yeah, he knows about your daughter, but what else does he really know? Well, he was running the operation for everything, right, in the US, so he knows everything, right? So with your boy Obi catching the first two bodies, that set everything off. I was like, yeah, let's go, son. If we gonna be popping melons, let's do it, Obi. You know what I'm saying? Cover your tracks, man. I mean, how the dude know? I just want to know, how do these dudes know about, we heard about the green cards and we know that you tipped them off. That's what I want to find out. But, I guess we will never find out because these guys are gone. But yes, I was ready. I was hyped. Just saw for Obi popping these two melons.
Okay, what about you, EJ? What'd you think about Noma putting the smack down? You can't see your mama. I don't care what you got to do. Tariq is the priority. I got to get at him.
Okay, I mean, that's what real bosses do. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. At the end of the day, the existence of Tariq even being out there and now him being an op for Noma, that puts all of her operation at risk. That puts everything that she has worked so hard for at risk. The one thing that it puts at risk is her daughter. She has did a heck of a job trying to keep this girl out of this whole life, and Tariq in one instant can mess all of that up. So she got to go in like this.
Okay. Yeah. I'm Noma. I really wanted to adore her in this episode. I wanted to see that kind of cold, calculating, very forward-thinking woman or boss. And it didn't give it to me. It was giving very much frantic and out of control. And I guess what I would have wanted to see from her is more composure. And I get it. Your daughter's involved, but she's been in this game a long time. So I didn't know, but here we finally get our first appearance of Anya, right? And Anya is a brat. What did y'all think of her up on first meeting? I'll start with you, EJ. What'd you think of Anya?
Girl, I thought she was doing the absolute most. After I was like, oh my God. I said, I wanted to like this character. Like, you've already heard about Anya, already seen the details of her and her supposed to be coming into the show. And so you're thinking, okay, this is a character that Mike can rock with. And then she come on the screen. I'm like, oh, heck, no, that ain't what I said. But I said, oh, no, ma'am, you doing way too much. She was definitely giving brat. She was definitely giving spoiled. She was definitely giving entitled. And I don't know. I got to see more of her to make a final decision on if we gonna rock together or not. But right now, I don't like her.
Okay, Jay, what about you? What'd you think of Anya?
Hey, she was cute. Yeah, she's a little cutie there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she take after her mama a little something. Yeah, I'm speaking for the men. That's right. I'm speaking for the men. Now the attitude, though. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I mean, I get where she's coming from because Noma ain't telling her nothing, pulling her out of school, keeping her in the dark, which she has been for a while. She's trying to keep in the dark, but at this point, she's a grown girl. She like 18, 19 years old. You need to tell her what's going on because she said, I'm reading what you're not telling me. You know what I'm saying? I understand what's going on, but you're just not telling me what's really going on. So while she was a brat, I do understand where she's coming from. Like, put me on, let me know what's really going on so I won't get so agitated towards you and be angry at you because you're not telling me nothing. So I get it.
Yeah. And it definitely runs deep, and we'll get into their little interaction or whatever. But yeah, she was rude to everybody. She was rude to the drivers, to the staff. I just was like, dang, Anya, you're just so unlikable. But the one thing about it, I know Tariq is gonna love it. He's gonna love this one. He's gonna be down bad for her. I feel it deep down in my spirit. And Support Gaming says Noma's daughter is the female Tariq. That'll be interesting to see. Listen, Tara LaShun says if Tariq reaches the daughter, it's all good old ghost procedure. Oh my goodness gracious. Would be cool if there was a spinoff, the past of the Tejadas before Lorenzo went to prison. Oh, okay. That would be something to see. Monique says she likes seeing Noma with no composure. Maybe it humanizes her. I don't know. But let's keep going here. What is next, honey, on this slideshow? Because like I said, it's a bunch of them. Okay, yeah. So,
I'm sorry.
Somebody said in the final Tariq was definitely going to have to reach out to Davis. Davis was definitely going to be one of his lifeline calls. And so he's in the shower with the two scrippers getting bucky naked. I'm calling them scrippers. I don't know that to be facts, but they felt really comfortable and good being butt booty naked. So I just honestly just felt like stripper was the natural progression. EJ, we'll start with you. Because I'm gonna give Jay the floor, honey, because I know he wants to get all in this. But what did you think of this scene? What you think of Davis, honey, and the call with Tariq? This first call to Tariq. Oh, you're muted again, sis.
I keep going mute so I don't say anything. It is definitely giving scripper energy all the way. So I definitely agree with you on that. But listen, Davis, he don't have no choice. He got to call somebody. And right now he can't reach out to anybody else. And Davis is the only natural choice of someone that might still be on his side. So it didn't shock me that he reached out to him, but what did shock me is what Davis had to say next. Even though we've all seen the clips and stuff like that, it's still shocking that that's where it came in at, because I really thought it was somewhere else. I did not think that this is where that clip was going to be in. So
was situated in for sure. That was the thing about all them clips, honey. They gave us the whole episode, but they didn't put it in any kind of order. Okay, Jay. Let me give you the space and the time and the energy.
No, please keep that picture up. Please keep that picture up. Please keep that picture up. Please, because
that's my dog. Take that.
Yes.
That's my dog.
So
that's my dog.
Listen. And listen. This man deserves an award. Okay. He's been through a lot. He lost his bro. You know what I'm saying? He had a snake in his firm. He's trying to look out for Tariq, and he did. Many different ways. So salute to Davis McClain, man. He is the man. And listen, I'm taking up. I have to correct y'all. No, these are not scrippers. Okay, let's not disrespect the dancers of the clubs. These are ex-workers, ma'am. Ex-workers.
Oh.
Yes. He got money. So, he gonna pay for X, right? I can't say the word, but yeah, so there's a difference between dancers and ex-workers. So yes, that's what it is. Not that I know, I'm just saying. But yes, shout out to McClain. And yes, he's not his lawyer. He can't be his lawyer, but yeah, eventually we find out he looks out for him.
Lord have mercy. Now, getting into the world of the unbelievable, right? And I'll give it up to them because I said, well, that was brilliant, Tariq, right? So Tariq they figure in their mind, Davis isn't going to help. So now their only way to get it Anya or to get it Noma is to get Anya, right? That's the leverage. That's the bargaining chip. They find out she is at the hangar with the private jet. And so, Braden and he are like, dang, there's all this security. And so Tariq has the bright idea. They're going to send an unmanned vehicle, create, what is it called? A distraction, whatever. And they're going to come up from behind and take everybody out like they're G.I. Joes. Jay, I'll start with you. What did you think of this? Was this believable for you? You think Tariq
Yes.
thinking like on his feet?
Yes. Yes. Okay. So we said it the other night. This is classic gangster move right here, right? Create a diversion. That's the word, diversion. Put a big ass brick on the accelerator. Let the car ride down. Oh, they're coming for us. And they're looking this way. And these guys come from behind. Now, I think it was Monique 69 Way. She said the other day, she said, they are less one man. If they had one extra man, they could have got Anya. Because while Tariq and Braden was blasting these guys down, the other person could have went around back, hit the truck, got Anya, and then they would have been straight. So it would have worked, but I thought it was cool. Yes, was it expected? Absolutely, because this is just classic gangster stuff. Classic.
Okay, EJ, what about you? What did you think about their moves?
I definitely thought this was so hilarious to me. This was probably so funny to me because I was like, this is so fake. Look at them with these blinkies in their hand. Look at how this don't even look right at all. And let me tell you what else I was upset about since we own it. I was upset at the fact that how you gonna have the blickies inside the locker room and not even have a little bit of cash? Why we don't have just a little bit of cash, like a smidget? I mean, I understand don't keep everything in the same place, but can't we just have a little bit of gas money or something to get us by? Why we just got this in here? That's not even smart, but I digress. But anyway, yeah, I was like, okay, but it was a good plan. You got to outthink them. So you put the brick on the car, let the car roll, and then you come up from behind. But yeah, this looked like I was just laughing. This part was funny to me.
That's exactly my sentiments. Exactly, EJ. I just was like, can we get into the land of the believable? But we'll get into some, I guess, more unbelievable things that happened during this episode. To me, in my opinion, let's see. Lord, Jay's in the land of the workers in Vegas, baby. He knows about it. He knows about it.
I know nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Negative.
and y'all, and I'm gonna give it to you again just so you get the full vibes here. Warning after warning after warning. Your boy Junior Young got him, but did he take heed? No. He said, I want to do this. I can do this, Ma. I can do this, Blanca. Jay, did you know he was in for disaster this first episode? Did you foresee it?
I would think that this guy would be a little bit smarter, but he's just over anxious, over ambitious, over wanting to be like or better than his aunt. I mean, come on. When Blanca Rodriguez, and I don't think we've ever heard, when she starts speaking Spanish, like, do you understand? Do you hear me? Okay. Like this is serious, B. Like, take this serious. If Blanca is not on the case, you don't need to mess with this. She told you she's been on this for years. Jenny Sullivan, she went and now she's running after some mobsters. All right. She totally dropped the St. Patrick case.
I'm done.
You know what I'm saying? She's running after mobsters. She's like, I'm done with this. I've been embarrassed. I've been, like downtrodden, whatever. But they're going it, man. Like, dude is an idiot. Straight up. So it was like grand opening, grand closing. Later, dude. You're just dumb.
Oh, EJ.
Girl, listen, y'all, I feel like they needed a body to drop. So they was like, shoot, why not just make Junior be just dumb as rocks? Because why in the world would you keep going down the same fate? And I say this time and time again. Every time I watch Power, I feel like Power law enforcement got to be the dumbest law enforcement there is. First of all, you got Jenny who swore she was going to get Sax back, but now she done tucked her, she was going to get the payback for Sax. She done tucked her tail and ran because Lauren ran amok on her. Then you got Blanca who's supposed to be the one who is like, no, I'm done with this. I'm out, and you should be too. That was all the reason. That's all the thing. He should have just listened. That's all he had to do was just listen. Your auntie is gone. Your mom is sitting up here asking you to not do this. Junior just stupid, and he got what he got. Sorry.
Yeah, and we'll get into that. That's coming. But this next scene, I was really like, Harpo, who this woman? Her on that table in this first scene, I said, I think that's supposed to be Monet, but I'm telling you, it was not giving Monet from this scene right here. But we see her on the table, honey, and she's fighting for her life, honey. And in her, I'm not gonna call it a purgatory, in her transitionary period, I'll call it that. Honey, she sees Renzo and Mecca, and they proceed to tell her how terrible she is. And Monet proves to us that she, even in between this world and the next, honey, still don't give a darn. Don't have no, what's the word I'm looking for? Consideration, no remorse for any of her actions. EJ, what did you think about this whole thing? Monet seeing herself on the table, Lorenzo and Mecca, tag teaming, dapping it up, and going in on her. What'd you think? You muted.
Me and this mic. I'm unmuted now. But seriously though, I was like, this is a hot mess. So one thing about it is that, I always be the one that try to look at Monet from a different light, because I know everybody thinks she trash, and she do be trash sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. But at the same time, I was like, Mecca and Lorenzo, like neither one of them I can't stand. Mecca, the global snitch, and Lorenzo, who tried to be like people want to make him out to be this great father, and I just feel like he was just somewhere down in the middle. Things just went wrong with him. But I did think it was interesting because to me, it felt like she was saying what she felt like. When somebody is going into transition like this, I felt like you're always looking at it from the thought process of what you really feel on the inside, and it's just manifesting itself through these people that, obviously the people that you've done wrong in some sort of way, which these two and then her son. So I felt like it was just manifested, and I felt like those were all her thoughts, not necessarily them, but what she truly felt about herself. So I think that she actually knows what she's done is wrong, and I think she actually is trying to she's trying to fight it internally, but her psyche is saying, no, this is what you really think, this is what you really feel, this is what you really think, this is what you really did. And so I really think that was just her in a battle of her own self, saying all these things to herself. That's kind of what I got from it.
Yeah. Okay, Jay. What did you think, honey, of the Mecca and Lorenzo's appearance?
Well, pretty much EJ kind of said, what I was going to say. Like, this definitely wasn't like Ghost, because everybody's like, this is Ghost. No, this is her subconscious. This is her guilty conscience. This is everything coming back to her. I was happy to see them though, because they was going in. Okay, they was going in. It's your fault. I mean, we wasn't running it like that. It's your fault because you ran away from me. It's your fault because you didn't take care of the kids. Like, this was like, okay, let's get on Monet while she dying time. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get on her. But yeah, she knows. I agree with you, EJ. She knows everything that she did was wrong. But she is in straight denial, even in her subconscious mind. It's like, dude, like even Lorenzo was like, this B don't even like, has no remorse, has nothing. Like she's not even like being real with herself at this point. You know what I'm saying? Until she sees the next person that we're going to talk about, and we'll get to that. But I thought this was a great appearance. Shout out to Lorenzo. Shout out to the global snitch. You know what I'm saying? Getting on Monet, and hopefully she changes and she turns over a new leaf. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, when she said she wasn't going to spend her eternity in hell with them, I said, oh, yeah, she knows. Monet knows she's going to the hot place. She knows she'll be going to the hot place at some point. Poor thing. Look at her face all tuned up. She's like, I'm not ready to go. And she was truly fighting for her life. Okay. Hey, Kay. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. My husband said they getting fast and furious ridiculous. We'll see what the season holds. I'm hopeful. I'm the forever optimist. Okay. So now that everybody's been discharged and, assigned their different positions to find Tariq, Diana and Drew, the two geniuses of the bunch, right, get together and they say, you know what? I'm roommate with Becca. She's going to be here. Why don't we just snatch her up? And then we'll get Braden and Tariq to come meet us at Pier 91. And then we'll be able to take him back to Noma, take Tariq out so he can't tell anybody. Y'all, who do I want to start? EJ, I'll start with you, sis. What did you think of this wonderful plan, this brilliant plan of theirs? What'd you think?
Let me get my face together. The Hallelujah hot mess. Now, while the plan was a solid plan to get Brayden to come to them, I will not deny that. That part was okay. That actually worked. But at the end of the day, let me just get this off my chest about Drew. Drew is not doing all of this, y'all, because he is just so doggone heartbroken about it. Because he this ain't got nothing to do with Poppy. This all about Gordo. Like, this is all about Gordo. His anger all stems from Gordo. It ain't about what Noma want. He trying to get to Tariq so that she don't tell, because now he think, oh, mama might make it. She gonna get it. She gonna get us. And y'all, I said this time and time again, I would have had so much more respect for Drew if he had just came at Monet straight up. If you don't like your mama, if you don't want your mama to live, like if you feel like she did Poppy wrong, you feel like she did Gordon, like all this is wrong, just go take her out. Why we gotta lie on Tariq? Why we gotta do all this extra stuff? Just go do it. Call it a day.
That's what a coward do, friend. Drew is like the epitome of cowardly lying to me. But Jay, what were your thoughts about the plan? Good plan, bad plan?
I gotta get that effect that goes boom, 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 boom. I gotta get that one because this was so goofy, dog. Like straight goofballs. Drew's plan, emotional, not well thought out. You another big dummy. Again, I need that effect. You big dummy. Like, come on, man. Yo, we gonna take her, right? And then we're gonna lure Brayden out, and then we could shoot Tariq. Come on, man. Really? Really? You think it's going to be that easy, huh? It's going to be that easy. You have no other plan? Like all this time, he was the one back in the day, right? We talking season 1, season 2 almost. He had some good plans, right? That's why Lorenzo was like, let's make him the leader. He was the rational one. Now, he's just a big old dummy. I would say that the roles have reversed, like at this point. You know what I'm saying? Even though Kane's still kind of, he drifting out of the dummy stage. He's still in it, but he drifting out. But your boy Drew, he's going right in that motherfucker with this one right here. This was the worst play ever in the history of motherfreaking power ever. Like, I knew it wasn't gonna work out.
Here's my thing, right? Like, you got to know the clear. Listen, how do I say this? Be politically correct. A certain demographic of young girls are always going to have the security keychain. Okay. They already going to have a pepper spray. They already going to have a little poking device or something like that. So Drew, especially when you go after their cell phone, Drew, you not about this life. That's all I could think about in this scene, honey, because she was not the girl in the Scary Movie. Becca did her big one. She sprayed him, sprayed herself, sprayed everybody in the car, jumped out, ran, hid, just in time for Brayden to find her. My question
Ashley,
to
you, you made the greatest point right there.
What?
Don't ever take no girl phone. Okay, you gonna get something bad gonna happen to you. It's like a curse, man. You know what I'm saying? You touch somebody's phone, you touch anybody. I mean, especially a woman. Don't touch the phone, man. Don't do it, man. You're gonna die. Something gonna happen to you. But go ahead.
She was riding with him until then, right? She was chilling. She was chilling until he reached for that phone and tried to get funky with it. But let me know what you guys thought of this interaction. Were you surprised to see Tariq show up and save the day? Because, honey, when Brayden got that call, he jumped in. he was like, all about my sister. I'm going to ride. Jay, I'll start with you. What did you think?
Yeah, I was kind of mad with Tariq while he was being so hesitant. And I said this in one of my videos. I was like, bro, Brayden will go mountain, sky, moon, universe for your ass when it comes down to you and your family. You hesitating when it comes down to his sister? Like, come on, dog. Like, that even makes no sense. So when he did come and save the day, I was like, all right, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, man. Make it happen. Do what you got to do. He always got to think twice when it come down to saving Brayden, but Brayden don't think twice. Brayden just come to the rescue. He may have had a hesitation one time. I don't know if I could do this. Remember that one time? And then he came and saved him. But come on, man. After Brayden came to save you, you should not hesitate to go get back up, period. So, I'm glad he did, come through, though.
We talked about, is this relationship, is this friendship balanced, or is it one-sided? Who's the better friend? But EJ, what did you think of this whole scenario? And then Drew's kill shot. I'm sorry, but that just literally sent me. Who takes that time? He was like posing, like, let me get my good angle in here and let me take 20 seconds to do it. Like, bruh. Sorry, EJ. Go ahead.
Okay. It's okay. Yeah. So first and foremost, I feel like when Diana was the only person who really sold this entire plan, right? She sold the play and got Becca to really get into the car. If it had just been Drew, Becca probably would have never got into the car, right? But when he went after that doggone cell phone, she did come with the pepper spray. I was really excited about Becca doing this because at the end of the day, she got away. But then let's talk about the Tariq thing. I felt a little bit different, Jay. I felt like Tariq, they've been moving kind of awkwardly this entire time. They've been behind this entire time, right? Like everybody has had the upper hand and been one step ahead. I felt like when he said, wait a minute, this could be a trap. Let's think about it. Let's do something else. I felt Tariq in that moment, but I knew he would come through. But Brayden was just like, he was gone so quick before I think you could really even process it. Brayden was just like, I was like, dang, Brayden didn't, so I wasn't mad at Tariq about this because I felt like about time y'all need to stop and think. Stop. But, it all worked out.
At the end of the day, he ended up coming anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, it's like, okay, we could take a second, but if that was your sister, if that was anybody's sister, come on, man. I'll be the same way Brayden is. Adrenaline rushing. They got my sister. I'm out. I'm going to think along the way. But I got you. I hear you.
The same thing. So it's that person, it's the person who's in it. But I'm speaking specifically for Tariq. It's not his sister. So now he get the opportunity to say, let's make a plan. And if it had been in reverse, Brayden probably would have said the same thing. Wait a minute, let's make a plan. Because he didn't even want to go get Anya. He was like, let's make a plan before they went to go.
The reason why Brayden is in this predicament is because he didn't say, nah, let's think about it. Brayden don't do that. Brayden be like, he did that one time. That one time when he was like, yo, we going to make a play with Noma. But nah, Brayden was just rock with whatever. But again, I hear your point.
Okay, let's go. EJ. Now we're back at the home front with Noma. And Noma, again, is spazzing out of control because all her men done got shot up. And she's like, well, why are y'all here? And then not only that, after she's done spazzing, listen, Obi decides this is the time he needs to shoot his shot. Okay. He said, I've been waiting a long time, Noma. Girl, I can make your life better, sis. Like, I can do this for you. Bad time. The slap pissed me off. But EJ, what did you think about this whole series of unfortunate events?
And this was so funny to me. I was cracking up. I said, wait a minute, not Obi trying to shoot the shot, not Obi out here letting me upgrade you. I said, Obi, you know that you is like, you're not even really second in command if we really think about it. I don't know exactly what to call Obi, but like, dude, you know you're not on her caliber, right? You know this is not finna work out well for you. So when that slap came flying through, I was like, something was going, but I was expecting like a blicky. I was like, this is the moment you pull out a blicky and let it be known that this is not ever gonna happen. I mean, you was chopping off hands and stuff, and you actually, that's all you had was a slap for him. But okay, but yeah, I thought it was funny. I was laughing at this part.
I definitely was laughing. Okay, Jay, what did you think? What did you think of this?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. I don't want you to be in this predicament. Okay, yeah, you shouldn't handle the pressure. Why don't you come over here and let me give you some of them tea and crumpets, So, again, we talked about this. Obviously, your man has smashed before, okay? They've had a smash session before. That's what I'm thinking. Because for him to just roll up like that comfortably, like, let me just, let me handle it. Mecca's not here anymore. Let me get at you. Let me calm you down. Let me give you some of this, snickle, snuckle, snickle, whatever they say in England. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's tea time. That's right, Shireen. Now, give her the tea, the big tea from OB, okay? So she was frantic. Again, I think they are really giving us, the human side of Noma, which I appreciate because we didn't know anything about her. We didn't know, what her weak spots were, what would take her off. So I'm glad we're seeing this, even though it kind of feels like it's out of control. But Obi making that move and getting slapped, I think he liked it. I really think he liked it.
He turned him on, Jay. He's like, turned him on.
I think it did. I think he a freaky little motherfucking English muffin. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where he's going.
I call him in a muffin, Jay. Come on.
Oh yeah.
A muffin, a crumpet. I think I heard you say crumpet, a tea cracker. Okay. So now we have Anya. Now we have Anya at home with Noma, and this is our first mother-daughter interaction that we're seeing. And honestly, in my opinion, all I could think was another toxic mother-daughter relationship here. Noma clearly keeps her child in the dark about everything. Anya doesn't feel like she even knows who her real mother is. Clearly, she's still grieving the loss of her father, and we discover that Anya is the one who found his body after everything happened. Jay, what did you think of this exchange? What do you think about this relationship dynamic?
So I think, like I said earlier, I think Noma can't hide it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can only do but so much. Like, you allowed your daughter to find your father? That's sick. That's real sick, Noma, for you to do that. Like, you could have buried the body. You could have hid the body. You could have, you know what I'm saying? You could have did something with the body, because come on, man. Your goons took out her father. Why you do that to your daughter? Like, you just traumatized your daughter. You know what I'm saying? So come on. Like, this right here, another toxic relationship. As we all know, this is what makes the TV work for us, right? But I'm siding with Anya on this, where it's like, listen, I may be a spoiled brat. You raised me that way, Pops raised me that way or whatever. But at this point, I'm an adult. Don't keep me in the dark. Like, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect me from who? From what? From who? You heard of who, what, when, where? Like, tell me what's going on. But she don't want to tell us. So, you know, if Noma doesn't open up, we all know where this is going. Tariq gonna bag that ass. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna do that. And Havana, Tariq has more chances of clapping Anya than Obi does of Noma, unfortunately. I don't think Obi's gonna get none of that cootie cat. I think he wants it, but I don't think she would smash Davis, I think, before she would smash Obi. But that's just a side note, little theory I'll throw out.
You want to see that? That's what you want to see, huh?
Listening.
It's cute. It would, Davis and Noma would be cute. I mean, but EJ,
I think it'd be awkward though.
But did you see the way she looked at Davis? I mean, she was definitely giving him that look. And like I said, he was in them warm-ups too. Listen, those who know, y'all know the warm-ups, okay?
I saw it though. I did see what you're saying, EJ. I saw she was like, we should be friends. And then she looked them up and down, because I take care of my friends. I peeped it. I peeped it.
She
EJ.
sure did. So I was like, okay. And so, but anyway, so yeah, I mean, I think we kind of touched on this when we did the Power 10 celebration about people keeping people in the dark. And, we came to the conclusion that, at some point in life that there is a time when you have to let them know, like, that you can't keep them in the dark anymore. Right now, she has people after her. She doesn't know why she's running, but yet she's running and she has no clue. So maybe it might be time for Noma to go ahead and let it be known. I know that, because we got to remember, her dad was also a criminal. I mean, they both criminals, and they've somehow kept her away from all of this. But now she about to be right in the middle of it. And I think it was you, Jay, who said, who do you want to tell the story? Do you want somebody else to tell the story? Do you want you to tell the story? So I think now Noma has to make that decision. Otherwise, Tariq is going to paint his picture of what it is. And you don't want that.
Listen, that's exactly what he's going to do. Now, here we have the king of the big dummies, Jay, since that's the button. When I tell you dumb as a box of rocks, definitely on the short bus, definitely not thinking clearly. So his big plan and mission is he's going to go to Brayden and people's house, the Weston's house, right? And they're going to know where Brayden is. Effie's like, no, they're not, bro. Like, Effie's like, no, they're not. Just come on, let's go see the doctor. Let's get you trimmed up because you're bleeding out, bro. But his dumb butt, and I don't ever mind Brayden's brother getting beat down because I can't stand him. But here's the thing. You were never going to find Brayden or Tariq's whereabouts from them people. Y'all know Brayden don't mess with them people. EJ, what did you think of his plan? What did you think of Kane's plan?
Stupid, stupid, stupid. Listen, I said this a couple of times. Every time I try to give Kane a little leeway, every time I try to be like, okay, well, maybe Kane will be the one in the end who will come out on top. Maybe this is how this is going to play out. Maybe Kane will get a little bit smarter. This was dumb, and I get it. You trying to figure out where these people are because hey, your mama done got and you a mama's boy, and I get that 100%. But this was so dumb. When you in this life, you got to be able to make smart decisions, smart choices. You got to do what makes sense. This didn't make sense. Who the heck is going to their house, to their parents' house, when everybody is looking for them and your address is common knowledge? Everybody done been to your house. So why in the world would I go to my house, Kane? Why? That's all I'm saying. Why?
That's the thing too, right? He's out on this mission while his brother and sister are doing their side mission to try to accomplish the same purpose. So now y'all are looking real crazy out here in the streets. Jay, what did you think of Kane's plan? What did you think of it?
So I see it in both ways. I see it in as I just tried to pop my arch nemesis and I got popped because Braden came and saved the day. I'm so angry, adrenaline rushing because I believe that Tariq popped my mom. And then I'm losing blood. So when you're losing a lot of blood, not enough blood is going to your brain. All right. So if you don't got a lot of blood going to his brain, I'm not making an excuse. We know what it is. But he's losing a lot of blood. And it's the same time he got the pressure of trying to prove himself to Noma, get it to Tariq, and be the man and be number one because he's always trying to be number one in somebody's book, right? So now he has an opportunity to possibly be number one. Or if I find Tariq, then maybe I'll be number one with Noma. You know, he's always begging to be accepted. So making this adrenaline rush dumbass move was expected because who am I going to beat up on the most or first? I'm going to go to the family. You know what? Let me go beat them up because that's what I'm used to. I don't got enough blood going to my brain. I go back into Hulk mode. Let me beat somebody down. They're going to tell me where they are. So this was expected. I'm glad Effie was there, though. I'm glad she followed him because he would have been locked up or he might have been dead. So we'll see what happens.
Anyway, moving on. Now we have another call, right? And I think that this call was this a call again for help? Maybe I might have put it in here twice.
That's the first one. That looks like the first call.
That's the first call.
Yeah, that's the first call.
We can ease on down the road. I don't know why I had it in there twice. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Now we have it. He finally came home. The doctor is there working on his injured arm, and Effie gives him a love peck. All right, a little love peck, and she's like, but it's not that deep. don't get it twisted, Kane, because if Tariq sniff my way again, even though I set him up to be unalived and out this earth, I'm gonna still shoot my shot again at Tariq when I get my chance. Jay, I'll start with you.
Thank you for starting with me. Snakes, they slither everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, Effie wants to be nice and wants to be in love, but at the same time, she got to watch her back. At the same time, she's flowing with everybody. She wants to be cool with Kane, but she wants to save Tariq. Like, Effie's all about Effie at the end of the day. Whoever's going to be at the greatest advantage for me, I'm going to roll with. All right? Yes, take care of him. Thank you for giving me the phone. Thank you, DeMarcus. Thank you for giving me the phone while I was up in jail. Well, you don't seem to appreciate it. You just left me. Effie, I don't know, man. Maybe she will redeem herself. This is the first episode. We know past episodes, she was a rat and a snake and everything under the sun. Maybe she might redeem herself. So this is what I'm going to do for you, EJ and gang. I'm going to give Effie an opportunity because I saw the episode. I'm going to give her an opportunity to redeem herself this season. Will she do it? I don't know. You guys let me know.
EJ, what you think?
What I'm thinking is, I'm gonna hold it all in because this is my first time on your channel, so I'm gonna come over here and be extra, extra nice to Jay today. So what I'm
Yeah.
gonna say is this, is that sometimes there are some characters, right, that know how to play the game. There are some characters, because let's just keep it real. Every character in the Power universe has been out for themselves. Nobody ever woke up in Power and said, I am going to help everybody else and that I do not want, the power. I want to help everybody else. Even Tariq St. Patrick, he has always been out for himself. He paints it as something else, but we all know that at the end of the day, it comes from a selfish place. That's why Ghost is possibly allegedly unalive today. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. With this particular part right here, I feel like Effie is keeping the people close that she needs to keep close. Kane is one of those people that needs to be kept close, but he also needs to know that it ain't that deep and it ain't that real. I feel like Effie actually truly cares about Tariq. It may have started out as one thing in the sense of I gotta protect myself, but then we saw that there was a shift in last season where she kind of low key likes Tariq more than what she really knew that she liked Tariq. She kind of fell in love with him. And so she don't want to see him hurt. She don't want to see him hurt. But at the same time, she got to protect herself because everybody else is going to protect themselves. So I'm always going to be ride or die for Effie. But I just thought that this was her just trying to pacify Kane for that moment, but still letting him know that, hey, it ain't what you think it is.
It's never.
I can't defer on that because
Didn't nobody ask
he
for
was
your
the one. He was the one. Ain't no, hey,
hey,
relax. Your first time, be cool. So here's what I'm gonna say to that. They were kissing, and she was going in with him, and then he said, "Yo, we got to take out Tariq. All right, let's go." So really, Kane's the one that stopped it. He knew what it was. He was like, "Let's go handle this business." So let's not try to change the narrative. Watch it over again. Maybe you'll see it. Okay, thank you.
No, I'm not gonna rebut it. You can go ahead, Ash.
You don't have to.
Okay,
I'm not going to.
You don't need to. Big Al, get a Big Al.
He ain't on your side on this one.
This is the second visitation, right? Or, second moment of clarity in her transition, right? And she sees her baby. My baby, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. And we see Freaky Zeke there, sitting there, like, how could you? How could you do this to me, Ma? How could you do this? And she's like, baby, I thought I was protecting you. I thought it was what it was. EJ. Did you get emotional? Did you shed a tear in this moment? What'd you think of their interaction?
Listen, Monet is who she is. I accept Monet for exactly who she is. So it wasn't no tear shed. It just was what it was. But I do feel like she has a really soft spot for Zeke, and I do feel like she really regrets what she did, and she really does feel like if she had just left him where he was at, that he would be better off. And I do feel like she really, really wholeheartedly cares about Zeke, and that this is the one that really got her. Mecca and what's his face, that didn't phase her, but this one pulled at her like that. This one is the one that really got her subconscious to stop really fighting with itself and really say, hey, you right, you are absolutely right, I was wrong and I was sorry. And I don't think we really ever heard those words genuinely come from Monet, and I think it was real, but I didn't cry.
Jay, what about you? Did you shed a tear for Monet's remorse? Did you?
Hell to the no, man. Hell no. I was laughing at Zeke the whole time. You know what I'm saying? You betrayed me. You betrayed me. You tried to use me. You. So I was laughing at that. I mean, yes, she did apologize. She's like, give me one more chance, and he's like, it's not up to me. So I think she's at the point, right? She's at the point where she got beat down by Lorenzo and Mecca, and now she see her baby. Like, this is the worst one to see because you was doing him wrong since birth. Since birth, you've been doing this boy wrong. And while you had every good intention to like keep him safe or whatever, you had this baby from Dante and you sent him down south. So yeah, this is the one that really struck her heartstrings, and she had to apologize. You had to. Oh, you made us bigger. Hey.
Yeah, figure it out. Okay, second warning. Second time. This time from your mama. Jay, if your mama come to you and say, baby, don't do it. That whole family cursed. Listen, if you touch them, you're going down. Jay, what would you have done? What would you have done if you were Junior Young?
I mean, how old is this kid? How old is he? He can't be a teenager. Like I'm gonna be safe. I'm not gonna do anything dangerous. Do you not understand how dangerous the St. Patrick's are? You have no clue. Your mama told you. Blanca told you. Okay, Sachs gave you the information. You think you want to run with it and reopen the case, bro? Everybody's leaving this case alone. Why you not getting a clue? I think this should be called like I Can't Die, the dumb episode. You know what I'm saying? Because we see a whole lot of dummies running around here just doing extra dumb stuff. So I'm like, man, I knew he was going. After we saw this, I knew he was out of here. I already knew. I knew it was done.
EJ, what did you think? If your mama came to you and said, "Baby, listen, don't do it. It's bad. It's real bad. And this is your second warning. Looks like in the same day." What you doing, EJ? Are you gonna go ahead and go through with your plan, or you gonna listen to reason?
Nope, because first of all, why I'm doing all this extra work and ain't nobody else doing no extra work? Ain't nobody else working. Like, why I'm gonna do the extra? Why I'm gonna do this? I don't understand why he want to put himself in the position to do all this extra work when clearly the uppers are trying to stay away from it. They trying to stay away from it for a reason, and I just don't feel like why he can't see through it. Why he thinks that he's gonna be the person that can change it. We got to think about this for 1 second. This was a seasoned people. Like, is even though I think they all clowns, but they are seasoned. Sax was seasoned, Jenny was seasoned, Blanca was seasoned. These are not people who just jumped into law enforcement and they got they ASS's handed to them. You are new to the DEA. You don't know nothing. You green, all of this stuff, but you thought that you were going to come and make a difference, Junior. I'm sorry. Bye.
And we love it, right? We love the optimism. Somebody, I can change the world. I can make it a better place. It's rainbows and roses, but like you're dealing with the St. Patrick people. Like I needed Junior to sit down and back away, but it wouldn't be power if he did, right? Because someone always needs to be a dog with a bone. And Sachs left the gift that keep on giving. I read it in somebody's comments somewhere. They said, dang, Sachs still taking people out beyond the grave, honey. He's setting people up for the okie doke and for failure. But I'm honestly sick of seeing Paz's face tuned up and her crying. I'm sick of seeing her, period. So I hope she's on her way out next. Okay. Now here's the second conversation. All right. So Noma and Obi decide that they're going to pay Davis a visit, right? Because Davis is Tariq's lawyer. They can use him as leverage to get to Tariq, or so they think. Now, I want to start with you, EJ. Based on the initial conversation where Davis was like, look, Tariq, I ain't got nothing for you, little brother. I hope you make it. To this, were you expecting Davis to have this response to Noma when she made him that attractive offer?
Yeah, absolutely. Davis, at the end of the day, is still from the streets, and he goes by a code. And regardless of how regardless of his nature, his lawyer nature, he has a code, and that code wasn't going to go against what he believed in. Plus, I think he got a soft spot for Tariq. I feel like there's always somebody who comes in and has a soft spot for Tariq, and I think he's one of them.
I absolutely agree. I think as much bravado as Davis has, he respects Tariq's hustle, if nothing else. Jay, did this surprise you, or did you expect Davis to come through for Tariq? And what did you think of Noma's offer?
Well, first off, I want to definitely give it to McLean for holding his ground. You know what I'm saying? Like he is from the streets. At the same time, he a hustler. At the same time, he's fully aware of what's going on with his surroundings. And him holding his ground, saying, nah, F your money. I never thought I'd say this, but F your money, because I'm not money hungry like that. I stay loyal to my people. I don't give up my clients. Like, there's definitely some ethics in him. Like, he is absolutely ethical in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate him displaying that, because at first we thought he was just moralist, like, I'll do anything for money. But here he is, like, proving us wrong. So I appreciated that, and I appreciated him giving Tariq the call. Like, listen, little bro, I have a thing for underdogs. They trying to come at you. They put a bounty on your head. Like, he told him everything that he needed to know. So I appreciated that.
Okay, answer this question, guys, and I'll start with you, Jay. Who do you think had the best acting on this episode?
Dang, it definitely ain't mother freaking dumbass Junior Young. Okay. It ain't him. I don't know. I got to think about that one. You got to come back to me. I got to think about that one. I don't know.
DJ, who did you think had the best acting?
I got two in mind. My first one is Diana. To me, Diana always brings the acting in the sense of sometimes you really feel like it is what it is when she opens her mouth. But to be honest, I'm gonna my final one is gonna be Michael Ealy. I mean, I feel like he Detective Carter. I feel like anytime he comes into play, just the person, all the characters that we've seen him play just over time, I feel like when you see him come in and when he just kind of opens his mouth, it's about to be some BS going on somewhere. It's about to be some craziness. And I really felt like at the end when we got that scene with him and Paz coming in, and even when he was talking to the priest, I was like, okay, Michael Ealy finna make me hate him again. Like, but not him, but you know what I'm saying? This character.
I agree. It's easily for me all day. Detective Don Carter, because you believe he's one of them people that are going to get on your nerves and be aggy and annoying and offer something unrelated. Like, you mad about your wife. We don't know who she was. Talk about, oh yeah, we'll get into it. But yeah, I think for me, it was him. I really believed he's going to be dogged in his efforts to take out Tariq. I believe the hug. I believe the crazy in his left eye that we saw coming out. Yeah, I believe it. Jay, we coming back to you at the end of the slides, or you feel like you got one now?
I can agree with y'all with Michael Ealy. Even the short period of time that he was there, I felt his pain. I felt him when he was talking about, his wife and, she wasn't, she didn't die. She was murdered. Like, I felt that. So I felt like he gonna bring the heat to Tariq for real. So it's going down.
Critical thinker says, silly as he is, Kane is believable. He is a believable idiot. He really is. I believe it. No shade, Woody. Okay, but Kane. Ugh. All right. So now we see Monet and Diana, and Diana's having second thoughts about her efforts. She feels bad. She has remorse. Mama, I miss you. Mama, I miss you, Mama. Jay. Candy, whoever wants to go, actually. Matter of fact, because I don't remember
Candy,
what order.
You got Candy up in here? Where you got Candy?
I mean, EJ. I was looking at
I'll go. It's okay. I'll go. It's okay. Listen, I think they had that moment in that car before Tasha went and sprayed. They had a moment that needed to be there a long time ago. They've been going back and forth. We talked about it before when we was recapping everything, Ashley, how Monet been putting hands on her, verbally abusing her, Poppy and all of this and that, just forcing stuff on her, right? She's been through it, right? She's been through it. So when they had that moment and she tried to save Diana's life, you gonna drop everything at that point because my mama put herself in the way and got popped for me. So I believe Diana in her tears and everything, like, yo, this is my mom. At the end of the day, she's still my mom and she tried to save my life. She really doesn't hate me like I thought she did. You know what I'm saying? She really doesn't hate me because I came up with the birth certificate and blew up the whole entire family. She really doesn't hate me. She tried to save me. She put her own body in the way. So I'm glad that we're at this point, but we're going to see what happens after once Monet kind of finds out who did what. But I think Diana's going to get off the hook with this one. And we'll talk about predictions in a minute.
Here's the thing, though. Dirty Diana, she'd do it again. If the circumstances suited her need and want. That's why it's like what EJ was alluding to earlier. Everybody is out for numero uno. When it comes down to it, nobody is being the sacrificial lamb really for anybody. So Monet get out of line again. Diana will be plotting again, I feel like. But EJ, what did you think? What did you think of this moment that they shared?
Yeah, I thought it was cute. I thought it was a cute moment, but I do agree with you. I feel like this is just the initial remorse. My mom sacrificed herself for me, because if my mom truly didn't like me the way I think she don't like me, or didn't care about me the way that I think she don't care about me, there's no way in the world she would throw her body in front of these bullets. I just would have been pop, pop, pop. and she would have been trying to go the opposite way from the bullets. So I feel like in that moment, Diana realized like, oh, maybe she really do care. Maybe I am wrong. Because we even see she tried to stop it. It's just Tasha showed up. She tries to go back in the house, but Tasha showed up, and put in that, so there's that. But I do feel like she means it right now. But like you said, I feel like there's a possibility that if Monet does something else to her that, that makes her mad again, that upsets her or makes her feel less than again, she gonna do it again. Like she gonna maybe not go this far, because I feel like Drew is putting the battery in her back on this. I feel like she would have went a different way with it, to be honest. I don't think Diana would have went this route. Drew is pushing that narrative. I don't really think she wanted to do it like that, even though she said Monet has to go.
I mean, look at him though. He like the devil is in him. He's on demon time right now.
Oh yeah,
Drew just came out so bad, hobbling around that campus. Like, boy, sit down and go in the recovery room. Like, because I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that you are this gangster out here ready to do the most, Drew. I just don't. I need you back in the art class with your easel, with your beret, painting your little pictures, right? With your boyfriend. That's where I need Drew. I just, so Diana's calling him and is like, listen, Drew, I think we need to rethink this. Drew is like, look, Tariq, when he T-boned my car, said that he's going to tell Monet everything. Got to take him out. And in that moment, we see other things happen. But Jay, I'll start with you.
Yes, ma'am.
What'd you think of Drew on his mission, honey?
Drew. Yes, let's hear it for Drew. Hell nah. Hell to the nah. This dude is the worst. He ain't gangster. He's not a thug. Get back in art class. This dude is the bummiest, dumbest freaking gangster in the world. All right. Shout out to all the dumb people out there. But I'm just saying, yo, like he is.
With a pillow.
He just you know what he's moving? He's moving. This is what I was going to say. He's moving out of a sense of fear. Because if Monet finds out that they was behind, the spraying, even though we know it was Tasha, if she find out, I think all hell will break loose. I think she knows how menacing his mom is. Okay? So I believe that, let's say Monet did find out. I believe she's going to take him out or let somebody take him out.
Oh.
Probably Tariq or maybe even Kane. You never know.
Y'all go back. I did a prediction video. I think Monet's going to take out 1, 2, 3 of them. That's just my. She finds out. EJ, what do you buy Drew in this role this season so far? Do you buy it?
No, not in this season. I feel like there was a glimpse that Drew could have been more than what we thought in the earlier seasons, but I feel like in this season, Drew, and in last season, Drew has led with emotion at each and every corner. Every single time, it's all about Drew and his lovers. You know what I'm saying? And he can't see past that. And if you can't see past that in this business, you ain't gonna survive no way. Like I said, I don't think it has anything to do with Poppy. This is all about what he had to do to Gordo, and you took my man. So now I am out here trying to get some get back, but only I'm too much of a coward to get the get back the right way, the way Gordo did it, because Gordo just went straight over there and just cut a and was done with it. I feel like if that's what you really wanted to do, that's what you would do. Doing it this way, to me, is just, honestly, it just say BI to me. I ain't gonna call him the whole thing, but that's what
he's a coward. Yeah, he's a coward. Mm-hmm. He's a coward. Trying to do it the back door way instead of going straight up. I agree with you.
Why are they calling him Saucy Drew Tana though?
Drusilla was the other one that they used. Drusilla, boy.
Hilarious.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, Kane is annoying. He is, but the acting is good. You guys, let's reset the room. We've been here an hour and 5 minutes. If you haven't liked the live, be sure to like, be sure to comment, share, do all of the things for us, please, y'all. Okay, so now we have, and again, this was the next scene that I was like, really. So in an instant, Bruchandria sees Kane or sees Tariq and Brayden scuffling along because they only have one go bag between the both of them. And this is the other thing that pissed me off because Brayden, all this money you didn't make, Tariq, all this money you didn't make, y'all don't have it spread out in different locations. Like y'all didn't learn nothing. Like Tasha ain't teach you that, Tariq. Tasha ain't teach you that. So they got one go bag located, looked like in a lab at the school. Brashandra sees it, right? And so then we see Junior Young on campus looking for him because I guess he's the smartest, right? Knowing to go look for him on campus and just happens to be there that night. Okay. And so Brashandra said, we don't talk to the police. But then we see Kane, we see Effie, we see the alert come out, 100K on each of their heads. And now we got all the assassins in the world who get there in 2.3 seconds. Because apparently in New York, you can put out a hit alert and they will arrive there in 60 seconds. We have a woman with blades that we didn't get to explore at all. We have a man on a bike. Okay. And we have Tariq and little old Brayden. Jay or EJ, I'll start with you. What did you think of it? It's just honestly, you're sending these assassins after these Tula boys. If they were there that close to them, they would have already taken him out. I just have my thoughts, but EJ, you tell me what you thought about this whole scenario. What'd you think about it?
Funny. I told you a lot of this episode was so funny to me because there were some things that I was just like, now come on now, what are we doing? And I was like, who are these two and where the rest of the people at? Because I know it ain't just them two. I know it got to be a bunch more people that got this alert and everybody out, but maybe they was looking in other places. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I thought it was funny. It was just kind of laughable, like, okay, but this is the way we got to move the story along. So we just going to keep moving the story along and keep it pushing. But, and like you said, this is the first thing I said, why are we just stashing money here? Like, why didn't we have money at the other place? Why didn't we have money in places where people are not going to think to look for us at, not where people are going to think to look for us at? Like, that just don't make no sense. And you say you better than him. I'm better than him. I'm smarter than him. No, Tariq, you're not. But I'm done.
Sasha C. and TP said, very much heavy on the John Wick energy. And that's exactly what I thought. I said, oh, we calling out the assassins now. These two little college boys. Jay, what did you think about this? What'd you think?
Yeah, shout out to Monique 69 Ways. She said it the other night, the John Wick whole factor. And, for them to have a bounty on their head and for this guy to show up immediately, like he lives next to the school, like he knew, like he was there quick, fast, in a hurry. Again, they trying to pack like a whole freaking season into one episode, as you said, Ashley. I thought it was funny. I thought it was like, oh, okay, we got a little bit of suspense and action going on, but at this point, everybody's just running around trying to get the bag. Nobody's talking, it's pretty like, okay, what's going to happen next? They're trying to build suspense. That's what they were trying to do, trying to build suspense. So it was cool. It was cool. I wasn't mad at it. But yes, I'm ready for this part. Yes, let's go into that.
Well, I'll let you take it on, Ray. So we're in the parking garage. Junior skinning and grinning. And I said, of all the things for you to say, Junior Young,
bruh,
of all the people for you to bring up, why are you bringing up your raggedy auntie who he feels like destroyed his family? I said, if Tariq wasn't going to take him out before, that was the nail in the coffin. Jay, take it.
All right. First off, this big old dummy, right? Like, you are so green. See, the reason why, okay, I'm going to say it like this. When you run it back, when you watch it, when he said, oh, Angela Valdez is your aunt, and Brady's like, yo, who's that? It's like, yeah, and I'm going to use the word family, so don't get offended, okay? All you church folks out there, I love you. When Tariq said, yeah, that was my dad's old bitch, right? As soon as he said that, your boy was like, So Young got mad, and that's why he came out and pulled out the thing. I have this flash drive from Saks, and it has all the information, and we're going to take you down, and we're going to get a warrant, and we're going to do this, and then I know, and then pow, 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 pow. That's when the straps go off. So he was mad because, of course, Tariq called his honor BITCH. And he was being dumb, just laying it all out on the table. Like, how you going to play your hand like that? Now he knows what's on the flash drive and he knows everything. So if he gets at you, guess what? He going to get the flash drive. But Tariq, being the smart guy, right? They finally get him down the ground. Brady's like, yo, what we gonna do? We gotta get out of here. Nah. The feds, they don't roll by themselves. He came by himself, dumbass. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take care of this mother freak. So I'm not gonna move forward from there. I'm just going, okay, well, we can move forward from there. So, Tariq makes the greatest deal for this truce to happen, which was so clever. Listen, man, you know what I'm saying? Give me a truce, or I'm gonna take this dude out. We're gonna blame everything on you. We're gonna make sure that the feds are all over you and not me. Oh, okay. So I mean, it was well played to me. Your boy Young, he had to go. He was just so loose. Like, you talk about loose boots, he was the loosest end that anybody could ever have in less than a freaking half episode. So yes, he had to go. I was glad about it. Tariq played it the right way. Good job.
I wouldn't even tell nobody that.
There you go, Candy. Candy said play it. Young should have told nobody that. EJ, right. What did you think, friend? What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, this was absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that he want to put this little smirk on his face, I was just like, bruh, like, this is the dumbest thing you could have ever done. Like, everybody just warned you, and then you went and did some dumb stuff. You didn't even try to regroup and maybe figure out, what can I do with this information? How can I use this information to my betterment? When he told his mama that he was going to try to go to a person and try to, I'm like, Tariq is the person? I thought you was going to go to somebody else, but not Tariq. Come on, that is not the person that you're going to go to. And then you're going to mention the one name that just really gets to Tariq. Like, you're going to mention that name out of all the names in the world that you could have come up with. You could have said anything but that name. Because when he said that name, I had a damn fit. I was like, really? That's who we talking about? I can't stand this broad. So, there's that. So I felt like, it was his time regardless. Like, if this what you about to do, if you want some, and why, can I ask y'all this? Why is he on some get back for Angela? You don't even know the whole story. You don't even know what it was. So as a police officer, with not having all of as a DA, because you ain't even a police officer, you the DEA. As the DEA, not having the full story of what actually went down with Angela and Ghost and all this stuff, why you even on this? Why you even care? Like, I really don't get it. You don't even know what it is. Like, and why does Tariq have to pay for the sins of his father is what I want to know, because he didn't have nothing to do with it, but yet you coming at him hard just because he got the St. Patrick name. Listen, but I did think it was really smart for him to make this truce. You got to have the truce because you got to live to see another day. They cannot keep this up. They cannot keep running from everybody. This was necessary. So I like that.
It was untenable. It happened so easy. And in such a place that I was just like, I just don't know. So next thing we see, Braden and Tariq are giving a press conference, right? Yeah, I saw him run that way. We didn't know what to do. We were in the parking garage and the man with the gun just came out. Like, I just didn't know what to do. Man, because they're going to take a spot every chance they get. And as Tariq is looking out over the crowd, he sees the group of them. I'm sorry, I don't know how those got out of what you call it. Anyway, he sees all of them. I don't know what happened to that. Maybe I accidentally deleted.
We remember. Right. We got you.
But Kane, Effie, Drew are out there. Drew takes this moment to whisper into Kane's ear, it wasn't really Tariq. Tariq didn't really do it. Diana missaw who it was. Okay, EJ, I'll start with you, sis. What did you think of this whole entire?
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to take this time to shout out the fact that it was Effie who went ahead and sent Tariq that text. She don't really want to see Tariq go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just trying to do what's best for her and her future. She trying to get to Stanford, okay? That's all it is at the end of the day. But she don't want to see him go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Tariq got that good, I don't know what he got going on over there with him, but it is definitely something, because she sent that text right there. But anyway, so there was that. So I thought that was interesting. But what I thought was even more interesting was how Tariq was able to make that phone call to Drew in the midst of all this running. I said, Siri, go. Because I feel like he was like, hey, Siri, call Drew. And that's what happened. And they were able to get him on the line real quick. And then Drew started running. It was like a whole thing. But this part right here, when they started talking about what happened, I said, so now y'all going to be on the news, huh? Okay. And that's how, and I left it there.
DeMarcus said, F Effie. One Shot Gaming says she knows that she is screwed after lining him up. And that's my thing. My question would be, and I think Effie is just a damaged young woman who needs some help and some therapy and a little bit of Jesus. That's what I think about Effie. But in the situation with Noma, it was like if Brayden did not come, Tariq would have been a goner in that situation. But Jay, what did you think about the press conference, about Drew switching it up real quick with Kane? What did you think?
I thought it was funny, clever writing, yo. Because for them to make this story up, to go from, we taking this dude out, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Tariq finally got his first federal agent body. That's number one. Shout out to Effie on the text. I will shout her out. I will give her props for this play. Because she's looking around and she got these bum dudes around her. So, of course, she going to make sure that her man, because that's her man in her mind, that's still her man, is going to be safe and sound. But it was funny how they just kind of like played it out real quick. Drew was trying to run with his bum ass, with his, pop leg or thigh or whatever it was. Like, it was well played, yo. Stand down, stand down. You better tell him to stop. You know what I'm saying? You better get your brother. You better get your brother, you know what I'm saying? Stop playing. So Tariq he had everybody in the palm of his hand to me. He was in total control to me. Total control.
And doing the press conference. Like, listen, this is my debut. But you stay out in front of it. They say it's better. He probably learned that from Tate and his daddy. That's something Ghost would have did. Okay, so now Monet all of a sudden woke up. The nurse had just said, say your goodbyes. I think she's out of here. Effie whispers in her ear, or I'm not Effie, Dirty Anna whispers in her ear and says, Mama, I miss you. 2 seconds later, I'm awake. It's a Christmas miracle. Right? Monet
Joy
takes
to the world.
Monet takes 2 seconds and says, I love y'all. Who did this to me? Who did this to me? It's time to get revenge. I said, was that the redemption arc? I thought it was going to be a short one, but I didn't think that short. I thought we might have got a sweet Monet for a moment. She says, who shot me? Kane says, we don't know. And Drew back there looking guilty like an idiot. Drew is going to confess. I want Drew. Here's my prediction. Drew's going to be out of here by episode 3. Gone.
Okay.
Yep. Gone. Goner. Jay, I'll start with you.
Going by
what'd you think
who, though?
Hmm?
Going by who? Who's going to take him out?
Kane or his mama. It'll be an inside job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Jay, starting with you, what'd you think of the Christmas miracle? What'd you think of
Joy to the world? Monet has come. This was ridiculous. All right, let's just keep it 1,000. This part was ridiculous. I needed her to be asleep for another episode, okay? At least another episode. This was just ridiculous. She just waking up. I love you guys. I love y'all. What happened to me? Who did this? Who did? Like, come on, man. Like, y'all really rushing this. This episode was very rushed, yo. I said it the other night. Very rushed. But that only means we got to get to the other stories, which is Don Carter and everything else. So I understand why they are moving so fast. It's just, this Christmas miracle was just brought to you by Hallmark, okay? It's brought to you by the St. Patrick Hallmark. Man, it was ridiculous to me, but it is what it is. Let's move on with the story. Let's go.
EJ, what were your thoughts on the Christmas miracle and the who did this to me?
Yeah, I mean, I knew she was gonna go straight to that. Yeah, she had an experience, and yeah, while she may feel some remorse for it, Monet has always been about the get back. She always been about the action. She always going to get who get her. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get them. So I knew I wasn't expecting anything more from her. You know, yes, I love you. Yeah, that's great. But who actually did this to me? Because now we need to figure out how we gonna get them back. Especially now that I know y'all love me too, y'all probably gonna have my back now. So how we gonna get them back? You know, so like I knew she was gonna be ready to get to. I mean, that's what she does. She got to get them back. Got to get her lick
Lord have
back.
mercy. Now we had a man. See, this is what I knew. I said, yeah, that he know he can act. Listen, we gonna give Ely his flowers, all right?
Yeah.
He plays psychopath so well. So I definitely think he's going to be corrupt in his own way. He's going to be, you know, we're not, this isn't new to us, the corruption in the police department, in the state agencies, okay? So it's not far-fetched, but when you look in that left eye, you see it? That's the crazy part that's going to come out. So he's in the Catholic Church, lighting his candles, doing his confessional. You know, I have feelings of wrath and malice and rage. I said, well, those were some good words, Detective Don Carter, to explain how you feel. Priest says, well, have you acted out on any of it? He says, no, not yet, but I'm fighting it. I'm fighting that urge. Does he need an exorcism? I'll start with you, EJ. What does Don Carter need to heal?
Girl, he needs something. It's gonna take I mean, I don't even think it's just gonna be therapy. He gonna need a lot of something because there is something that is deep seated inside of him, and you can see it. Like it's real deep. And I've been sitting up here really racking my brain trying to figure out what Ghost did to him or what Ghost did inadvertently to his girl, because it gotta be something that Ghost did inadvertently, and maybe Ghost don't even know he did it. Maybe a innocent bystander, maybe a law enforcement. I don't know what it is, but it's something, because it is deep and that man is hurt. And he said on an interview that he was going to be the most formidable law enforcement that Power has had, which lets me know that everybody knows that Power law enforcement is trash, because he had to say that. He had to reiterate that, right? So I feel like he might just be that, because just knowing him from his other characters he played, he brings out the crazy, and I'm here for it. So I was kind of happy that they sped it up. I get it, because I know they had to speed it up. I get that. But I was happy that they sped it up, got past all this mess that they needed to wrap up in a bow so that we would know that we can move on and really get to the action. So
okay, Jay, was it so you don't think it was just Paz's tearful request? They took my son. They're saying it's somebody else, but I don't believe it. It was the St. Patrick.
I'm not Don Carter. I'm Batman. That's how he was talking. No, I haven't. I haven't acted on anything. I'm going to kill people and terrorize the St. Patrick's. His connection to Paz, we need to find out more information on that. I think it runs deeper than just we know each other. He may, let's do this though. Let's throw some stuff out there. He may, being in law enforcement, have known Angela as well. Remember, he said he was on the task force as well. Task forces keep me busy, right? So there's a whole lot of different elements here. So I say, hey, they saved the best for last. If he's going to be a formidable foe, yes, let's go. Because we need one. Because all the rest of these guys are goofballs. Okay, goofballs, okay? So give me Batman, black man. All right, if he's going to be black man, let him be black man. And let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he looks crazy. We've seen him in other movies. He can do his thing. Let your boy cook. Like, Ely's going to cook in this one. So I'm looking forward to how he's going to play this. We already seen like a clip of him talking to Tariq like, I could smell St. Patrick on you. But that makes me think, if he says I could smell, again, just my thought, I could smell him on you. Maybe James St. Patrick was messing with his wife too. You know what I'm saying? For him to say, I smell him on you.
He was tearing them walls down. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Could have been a hoe.
So I think his wife got caught up just like Angela got caught up, and James just, knocking it down. So he's probably mad about that. And then because maybe his wife knew too much, maybe James allowed some things to happen. I don't know if James took her out, but maybe he allowed Tommy or some goon to take her out, or maybe she got caught up in the mix of what James and Tommy was doing, and she got taken out that way. So I'm looking forward to how it plays out, man. It's going to be great. I'm Batman.
I'm seeing some of these in the chat. Okay, Sanction Skull says maybe the cop Kanan shot before he passed. Whoa. Listen, it is in his eyes, Tamika. Listen, I can see it. And Michael Ealy plays crazy so well in every movie.
Yeah.
That he does.
Remember that Trenton beef they talked about in OG Power Season 2? Now, One Shot Gaming. I do not. I'd have to go back.
I do.
Okay, could that be it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, support gaming. What if Tommy took out Don Carter's wife? Ghost had nothing to do with it. Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
For me, it's the way he says, like you said, we've heard some of the things, but it's what he says directly that makes me think that it's Ghost specifically. Tariq is going to pay for the sins of his father in this particular instance, is what it feels like to me. Like, it feels like I can't get to your father because he allegedly, supposedly is gone, but I can get to you. And when he says I can smell him on you, that's personal. It's real personal. That is so personal that I feel like there's a backstory, and I don't even think it's something that we've seen, because we got to think about it. Although we've kind of see this show kind of playing out, there is probably plenty of stuff that James St. Patrick has done that they have not played out in Power, that they could probably go do a whole nother show, just James St. Patrick alone, without, you know what I'm saying? Like, just all the extra stuff that comes with this. And it's a deep-seated story, and I'm here for it. I just hope they do. And Power never disappoints me. So I know that they're going to come with the storytelling, and I just want to know the story.
And
that's my only fear.
Yeah.
That's my only fear, though, this season. With episode 1, again, to me, very mid. And I think it's because it's rushed and there were so many far-fetched, unbelievable things that happened to make it fit in one episode. My hope and prayer is that that's not foreshadowing of the rest of this season. I really want them to take their time, do great storytelling, which is why we fell in love with Power in the first place, and like are in the Powerverse now. And that, they just take their time and do a great job. My expectations are like here. They really are. And so
I'll say, Ashley, go along with what you're saying. I think they just wanted to answer a lot of our questions. Yeah, the far-fetched stuff and all of that kind of was like, we didn't expect that. But I think it's been so long, they wanted to answer these questions real quick so they can now move into this Don Carter story, because that's going to be the main dude that's going to be going after, because everybody else quit. Like you heard, remember Blanca was like, St. Patrick just outsmarted all of us. She said St. Patrick. So Tariq outsmarted all of them. So now it's like, all right, who is this guy, man? I want to know who this guy is. Let's go.
Just tell it right, and I'll be here for it. I'll be the number one fan here from the sidelines. I will be. But y'all, I'm going to give you guys the floor. I'm going to start with you, EJ. Let the people know what you got going on.
Yeah. And I just want to say one more thing. If they had did the 20 episode thing, I think that would have been a much smarter play, and it could play it out a little bit better. But, nevertheless, we gonna take what we can take. But so on my channel, y'all, I just did my live recap. I did one of those for the first time. I did a live recap over Power. Thinking about doing one for the Shy. I don't know if I can fit it in. I will do that. Also, tomorrow we have the ladies and I are going to be talking about Power, of course, and then on Monday we'll talk about the Shy, and then I think that's it for right now. I know I have some other stuff coming up, so just keep your notifications turned on, and thank you guys. I appreciate you guys having me here today.
Jay, we can't hear you.
Thank you. There it is. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me
Thank you. All right. let me start over again. EJ, thanks for joining us today. Absolutely a pleasure to have you. And again, in an hour and a half, come back right here, VKJ TV, My Sweet Perspective, and everybody else is going to join us. We are covering The Chi live, episode 13. Legacy is the title. I'm going in. I'm going to be hosting, so come right back here, get your lunch, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to do, get some water, do whatever you need to do. We're going to go in on The Chi. And look out for the final predictions for episode 2. Already did the what's next for episode 2 for Ghosts. Final predictions on Monday for Ghosts and The Chi. And look out for those character breakdowns. Also did a sneak peek. Check that out, the sneak peek of Drew versus Kane. Of course, I got some stuff, and I got to give it to y'all. So go check it out, fam. Run those numbers up. Hit the like button. You know what it is, VKJ TV. Salute.
Hey, y'all. Thank you guys so much for being here. Everyone in the chat, we appreciate you. Don't forget, if you're watching this on replay, to go ahead and drop some comments below. And thank y'all so much for watching and being so live in the chat as usual. And we will see y'all in the next video.
Peace.